YouTube. It's the Ghost Rider out here with Red Scorpion and Red Scorpion's tail. And we just picked up a tire and a spare wheel for my trailer. Now, the reason I got the spare wheel was more of a cost-effective decision. I could order a spare wheel on the same type of rim as what's on the trailer now, but it would involve either, first of all, it's going to be more expensive. Then we have to pay to get it shipped here, unless we ride up to South Carolina to get it, which I have no plans of going to that part of South Carolina right now or in the near future. So I figure it is what it is, a spare wheel. So if I get a flat, I put it on there until I can get the flat tire fixed. Forbidden I get one. Been through that whole flat tire experience. Don't particularly want to go through it again. But, you know, it's all part of the game. When you got a hobby, you got potential setbacks that you just have to deal with and overcome. Bounce back. I congratulate others for bouncing back from setback to the experience. So why shouldn't I bounce back as well? Now we're going to compare this Bluetooth into the Insta to how it sounds with just seeing the camera. And I'm already hearing a clicking sound. And I heard DJ on a wing talked about a clicking sound when he's meshing up with his buddy. I think he's got a Cena. I think DJ's got one of those DJI cameras. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's similar to what you refer to as a clicking sound. You know, when I'm talking into the microphone, or while I guess even when just being that I'm recording. I'm not sure where I'm going right now. I'm just out here riding to make a test. We'll see how it turns out. I was headed home because of the supposed to be storms coming in, but everything looked like it's clearing up. So I might just stay down here for a while. And we know how the weather is. Wow, something smells good. It doesn't smell like it's coming from Wawa. Somewhere back there. We'll see what's going on here. Big truck, you want to come over? Yeah, big trucks nowadays, they don't talk on the CB anymore. All these different apps and technology that alert them of things we used to discuss on the CB radio decades ago. I'm just a retired old hat. People always ask when they see some people don't even know what a CB radio looks like. They see the CB radio in my car, and I'm like, what's that? CB radio? What's that for? An eye-opener. I've had a couple of law enforcement people young ones to look in my car and see the ads. And I'm like, sheesh. I remember back in the day, it was kind of standard issue in highway patrol vehicles. You know, they all had a CB in there so they could talk to truck drivers if they needed assistance and stuff. But and granted, the two young cops who asked me what my CB radio was, they were city cops or county cops. They weren't. No, no, because I think even the county cops have CBs in their cars. But yeah, I guess you call me one of them stubborn old fogies who can't completely let go of the past. Okay, I got a 360 camera. Okay, it's one that's old. I got enough, somewhat up to date cell phone. At least it's not a flip phone. You know, I'm usually a few years back as far as adapting to technology, but you know, like I always say, to each his own. You want to go out. It's kind of like me and my automobiles. There it is, 2025, and I'm riding a 15-year-old motorcycle. Not like that's in a big whoop because there's still people out there riding GL 1500, and doggone it if they don't look good. But with advancements in technology, if you take care of your equipment, it will last you. My cage is 14. Is it 14 years old? Yeah, it's 14 years old. I'm bucking on 200,000 miles, and it's still going strong. Wow, that just made me think about road rage avoidance, conflict resolution. How do you handle that? And I got one word: de-escalation. And I'm not referring to law enforcement. I'm talking about everyday people driving on the roadways and the highways and the byways. Don't get into an argument or a metal on plastic fight with your fellow travelers. Sometimes all it takes is to hit the brakes, slow down, or if it's really bad, pull over. Take a 5-minute breather. Okay, I realize this is coming from somebody who retired, but I did that when I was working, driving a big 18-wheeler. I would pull over in a safe spot, even if it meant getting off in an exit or coming up to the next rest area or service plaza. And I pull in there, and we're between 5 and 15 minutes, maybe even half an hour when I'm tired. That way, whoever doesn't like the way I'm driving in the right lane to let the faster traffic go around in the middle or left lane, if it's a 2-lane road, you know, it takes me out of the equation. Okay, that person might go on down the road and display road rage to somebody else, but I'm not involved in it. So I take myself out of that equation. The resultant equation could either be death, or let's start with the minor one, could be feelings hurt, physical injury, imprisonment, or death. A lot of these road rages do lead to that. One in particular that comes to mind, I don't remember how long ago it was, but it is in the recent past up there in Jacksonville. Two fellas in their respective pickup trucks with their families, wife, and at least one child, get into a road rage incident and start shooting at each other. Well, they struck each other's vehicles, and the heartbreak part of it, they struck each other's daughter in their vehicle. Now, if I recall, none of them died, but do you want to get your child shot and have a bullet lodged inside them? I don't think so. So if you're one to kind of hot-headed and you think that pistol is the answer to every situation that offends you, stop and think about it. Stop and take a breath. Pull over. Calm down. Pull over, look around in your vehicle at your family. If you're riding with your family. Or if you're riding with yourself, take a look in that mirror. There's got to be somebody who wants to see you or hear that you got home okay. And if you happen to kill someone, think about your family or friends coming or choosing not to come and visit you in prison. Wouldn't want that, would you? There's some food for thought. So for now, it's Ghost Rider, Red Scorpion, on the Insta 360 audio test. Talk to y'all later. We're going to head back to the Ponderosa. Thank you for watching. We're 10-7.